Okay, thank you so much for joining us and talking a little bit about your role as a business partner for the new T-level course at OSFC. Can you kickstart us off and just tell us a little bit about what your company is, who they are, and a little bit about what they do?
Sure. I mean, Digiryte initially spawned off from a medical tech startup that we started. We are now a software development house that specializes in digital transformation and creating complex web and mobile-based systems, specifically for tech startups, but also for enterprises as well.
Fab. And I imagine that you guys have been really busy at the moment, obviously with the coronavirus situation. How has that sort of affected your business?
Yeah, we've seen ups and downs everywhere, but generally speaking, I think in technology nothing really stops, and people keep having more requirements and more things to do, especially when they're working remotely. So yeah, we've been busy. We've got a lot on the plate at the moment. So we're working every day.
Fab. And can you tell me why you felt becoming a business partner for the new T-level was so important?
Well, we've had a shortage of technical resources in the UK for quite a while now, and that's consistently been growing. So it's great to see an initiative that's focused on tackling that and allowing people to become more market ready, more quicker, and with more relevant industry experience rather than just theoretics. So we feel becoming part of something like this is a great way of showing our support and becoming more involved in the process of nurturing the local talent.
Yeah, definitely. It's an amazing opportunity for, like you say, local students who might already have an enthusiasm for the digital industry and to get direct links to that sector and the sector that they want to go on to and be employed by in the future.
Correct.
Can you tell me what you think the future of the digital industry looks like?
Good question. I think saying everything is going digital is a bit cliche now, but it is undeniable that the demand in this industry is only set to increase. I think we're a bit late to the game compared to some of the countries, but better late than never. I think we're still in a good place, and there's a lot of unharnessed potential in the UK that we can really utilize. And I think we need more initiatives like this to be in place so we can catch up with the demand.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting that you've mentioned obviously the UK compared to other countries. In your opinion, what would you say sort of the digital sector, specifically around Manchester, Greater Manchester and the north of the UK, how does that compare in your opinion?
Well, whenever anyone looks at tech, or especially fintech or anything like that, everyone looks at London. But now Manchester is, up and booming, and there's a lot of new tech startups coming here. A lot of big companies moving over to Manchester. So I think Manchester is going to be a great hub, and we can see that kind of trickling out to other cities around. So places like Liverpool and Leeds and Sheffield and York and all these places are kind of getting on the bandwagon. So the north is going to be, I think, the next big place for technology to grow and boom.
Yeah, definitely. And what do you think students will gain from a work placement with you guys?
Well, we're a small agency. We're about 35, 40 people globally, how we're set up. So everyone's pretty hands-on with the entire process of, everything from acquiring new projects to analyzing, delivering, and so on. So I think the major advantage I see working with companies like that is in such environments, you're bound to get a more holistic view and a complete experience of what it's working like, what it's like to work in the tech sector.
Yeah, and I know you guys cover such a wide scope of requirements from your clients.
Correct.
Can you maybe summarize what sort of a typical day might look like for one of our students?
I'm not sure if there's such a thing as a typical day. I mean, with technology, you're always learning and improving, and there's new things coming constantly. So we work with, for example, AI, machine learning, and blockchain, and all sorts of new things, new tech stacks, new processes, all that kind of stuff. But a typical day, I think it's all about prioritizing your tasks and creating your own schedules and making sure things get done. So, for example, for a business analyst, much of the time is spent liaising with the clients and our tech teams, ensuring all the requirements are well understood, the tasks are well documented and properly assigned, they're being completed on time, any issues are being highlighted and addressed, so on, things like that. So it's all about taking ownership of your responsibilities and getting things done. And that kind of flexible approach seems to work for us.
Yeah, it's an amazing opportunity, obviously, for these students to get hands-on experience in a work placement with one of our business partners, like you guys. How important would you say, as an employer, having that real-life work experience is?
Excuse me. I think every company in the tech sector is realizing that theory simply is not enough. And with the speed of change in the sector, everyone's looking for people with more recent, relevant experience that can come in and just hit the ground running. I think it's far more important now than ever than any formal education or degrees that you may hold, that you have the right experience, because companies just simply don't have the time to upscale everyone when they come in. So so it's not all about just experience, but also staying upskilled and staying relevant.
Yeah, that's what the great thing about the T-level is. Like you say, the skills are relevant. The T-level course has been developed with employers, so they directly influence the content that these students are studying. So hopefully, the students from OSFC who are studying a T-level and going on to the next steps will have that relevant experience. And be able to enter what you've described as such a competitive industry, such a competitive sector in tech and digital, and hopefully they'll be entering that with a bit of a head start.
Great, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time today.